All right, everybody. I wanted to come at you guys with something a little bit, maybe not too different, but not a pistol this time. I want to go over a rifle that I have, which is right here. So this is a Aero Precision, basically like M16 A4 clone. It's one of their kind of like OEM, like they don't include anything with the rifle. It's really like, so when I like I don't know how to describe it. When I got this, it didn't have any of this furniture on it. It didn't have the carry handle. It was literally just just a A2 style grip, upper lower receiver, the barrel with the gas tube, and the front sight already installed. But it didn't come with a stock, and it didn't come with the hand guards. It didn't come with the carry handle. So it really lets you get kind of really modular and custom with what you want to do with one of these things. So in A2, A4 fashion, this is a 20-inch barrel. You know, nothing really too special there. I put a A2 style stock on it, and I replaced the A2 grip with an A1 style grip. You can tell because it has a little lanyard loop right here at the bottom. I actually prefer the A1 style over the A2 because the A2s have a finger rest like right here in the middle, and I absolutely hate that. I can't stand those. So I replaced it, even though it doesn't look like, you know, true A2 spec. To me, it's close enough. Also, not in true A2 spec. The carry handle is detachable, so it has the big old knobs right here on the side. That's more like an A4 kind of thing. And A4s, as far as I know, they don't really come with the round handguards anymore. They come with the giant CAC or Knights Armament quad rail. I didn't feel like spending the money on that, and I also just wanted more of an A2 look while still being able to do regular functional things with this, like, I don't know, put a red dot or put a scope on here, which I have done. So basically, I wanted something that I could replicate the look and feel close enough, but also still have it to be a modern, functional rifle for whatever I wanted to do with it. Because the only other ARs I have are a 16-inch carbine and a 8.5-inch pistol AR, which you can't really do a whole lot with, to be honest. So yeah, so Aero Precision makes really good stuff, especially for the money. I've had about probably 600-800 rounds through this. I forget exactly where I'm at. I haven't kept track of all my rounds, but it's somewhere in the 600 to 800 mark, and I've had absolutely zero issues with this. The only issues I've ever had were probably magazine related. When I put steel case ammo like Tula in a mag, it would have failures to feed. It wouldn't lock open on the last shot. You know, the usual problems you have with steel cased ammo. But when I was shopping for parts, I also ran across surplus A1 style furniture that was on Numeric, so the triangle hand guards that actually fit in this. So I ordered A1 furniture, so A1 stock, A1 grip, A1 hand guards, and I put all that on here just for that kind of A1 classic look, and it was cool for a little bit. And I even have a little aluminum straight 20 round magazine just to complete the look. And even though it does have a detachable carry handle, okay, it's not, you know, it's not 100% accurate. It's close enough. So I did that for a little while, and that was fun. But then I moved it back to the A2, A4 style because that's just what I wanted to do with this gun. For those who don't know too, the A2 style of stock is actually a little bit longer than the A1 stock by a tiny bit. So you're going to need different hardware to mount a A1 style stock on a regular rifle receiver tube extension. So just a note out there if you're ever considering doing that. There's really not much else to say about this rifle because it's Aero Precision. It's a regular old AR. I don't get into the whole crazy like AR stats and everything. Everyone has to list their build out. You know, when dudes get really crazy about Gucci ARs, they go like, oh, it has this kind of material. It was I don't know, MPI this or whatever. I don't really get too much into that because if it works for me, it works for me. that was never really my intention with this gun. It never was to be super involved or super crazy about it. So I just wanted a long 20-inch AR that looked like the rifle that I qualled with in basic, you know, and this definitely fills the role of that quite well. Now, what else to say about this? So I did put a scope on here once or twice, red dot, everything else, just to test the accuracy and everything else, and I was able to achieve 1 MOA with the IMI 77 grain Razor Core open tip match ammo. That stuff is absolutely excellent. If you can get your hands on that stuff, oh man, it shoots really, really good. So, you know, if a regular production rifle like this, which is nothing fancy, nothing special, I probably paid like, I don't know, $600 for just the gun, and then probably total anywhere from, I don't know, $750 to $800 total for all the furniture and everything else. You know, for that much money, to get an AR that shoots, you know, 1 MOA with good ammo, I think that's perfectly acceptable, in my view. You know, we're getting dudes out here who have, like, I guess, lower quality of Palmetto stuff, and they're getting maybe like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 MOA with regular range ammo, which is totally fine too. It's acceptable for a combat rifle. Really, 3 to 4 MOA is but the max that I would do for a combat rifle like this. But if you can get better, I mean, why not, right? I think the best accuracy I got out of this with some Fiocchi 223 55 grain, you know, nothing special ammo, just regular ammo, was right around 1.1 MOA on a really, really good day, and that was like the best grip that I got with that stuff. But on average, it would go around 1.5 to 2 MOA with regular range ammo. So this rifle is definitely capable, and I will say it's a lot more pleasant to shoot than a shorty AR or like a carbine length AR, pistol length AR. Those are just not as pleasant to shoot as a 20-incher like this one. The 20-inchers, they have the extra weight, they have the extra burn time, they got the longer rifle length gas system. It's just a lot smoother shooting experience, at least in my opinion. You can definitely hear the twang though, the twang back here of the buffer going back and everything, and the spring is like twang. You can definitely hear that a lot more with these. You know, classic AR things, right? So yeah, Aero Precision, I think, makes really good stuff for the money, and I definitely recommend it. I think they're a step above like Palmetto State, and the price, you know, reflects that. But I definitely think you get what you pay for. You get your money's worth for an Aero, and yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say about this. It's an AR. It's simple. So if you're looking for a 20-inch AR and you want a nice look like this, they do sell a more complete like A4 clone version that has the quad rail included. Yeah, you can find those on Brownells. At least that's where I usually see them, and those will probably run you about $900 to $1,000. But you know, 250 about 250 to $300 of that is just going to be the cost of the quad rail itself. You know, because those things are not cheap. So yeah, I mean, it's just a good rifle. You know, I feel totally confident with this. You know, it's very, very close to the one that I trained with during basic training and qualled with. You know, so you know, if it's worked for our military for as long as it has, it'll definitely work for you. Do I think it's as, I don't know, mil spec or up to par as the actual combat rifles are? I don't know. That's not really my realm of expertise, but for the average I don't know, civilian shooter, can't go wrong with one of these. At least I've never seen anything wrong with them. So yeah, totally worth the money. And actually, I just noticed, so I don't know why, but for some reason Aero Precision tends to make their upper and lower receivers out of some kind of like super dark black, like black, really darker than black kind of finish. I don't know how they do it, but when I look at upper and lower receivers of other manufacturers, it is just like, I don't know, it's blacker, it's darker. So I think that's pretty cool. It doesn't necessarily capture the original look of like the charcoal gray for the older style M16 rifles, but I mean, if you're going for that, you're probably not going to be buying an Aero Precision for that purpose. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But just something I noticed. I like the black myself, so yeah, it's a good rifle. It works great, great for the money, and I'd recommend picking up one of these if you feel a hole burn in your pocket with all that cash you have, right? So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. You all have a good one.